Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad AMIRUL AMER. So for this week activity is activity 5. So question 1, how do I organize my main points and support these main points? So how do I organize my main point is, first I will put my first main idea, and then I will put supporting detail for that main idea, and after the supporting detail, I will put another sub detail for the supporting detail, so that will be organized well, and it will be better. So after I put the sub detail for the supporting detail, so I will put the source or citation under the sub detail, so people will more confident with my speech. After that, I will add another supporting detail and another sub detail under the citation. After the citation. Second, for my technique of method of concluding a speech. So firstly, for my concluding speech, of course I have to reinforce the central idea, and then I have to put summary of the topic, and I have to recommendation. I have to put a recommendation, two recommendation for the solution or for my speech. And then lastly, I have to put a strong concluding statement, so that people will actually more confident with me, with my speech. And 3, about my kind of visual aids and design PowerPoint slides. I think I will do visual aids from the beginning, conclusion, and then for my attention getter, and during my speech I want to put more visual aids so that people will not bored. And my PowerPoint slides, I think I will do colorful, so that people or the audience will be more excited to hear my speech. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is HAKEM. For week 5 activity, I will explain about 3 things. Firstly, I will explain about how do I will organize my main points and how will I support my main points. Okay, firstly, I will state what is my main point, then I will support my main point with 2 supporting detail and 2 sub detail. The supporting detail will be citation from latest study where I take from the website regarding my topic, and the sub detail will about is the elaboration from the supporting detail. Secondly, it's about the technique or method that I use to conclude my speech. Firstly, I will give a summary of my topic, and then I will include 2 recommendations in my conclusion. Then I will reinforce the central idea in the conclusion, which I will paraphrase the central idea. And lastly, determine kind of visual aids and design PowerPoint slides. Okay, so for visual aid and design, I will put visual about illegal logging where trees have been cut off, or the consequences of illegal logging. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, it's me SARIMAN. So today activity, I'm gonna share with you how I do organize my main point, method that I use in concluding a speech, and what kind of visual aid I use. So firstly, I will organize my main point by adding supporting details for my main idea, so they will have a connection there. Then my supporting detail will be more accurate by adding sub detail as a backup of my for my speech. Then I will include a citation that provide enough informations about my speech so that audience will find them later. Next, for the method that I will use in concluding my speech is I will summarize the topic, then I will conclude 2 recommendations, and I will put my reinforced central idea and close it with a strong concluding statement. Lastly, for my visual aid, basically I will add a static graph in my introductions so that the audience will understand and remember the informations in a presentations, and I will add some image in my slide to grab an audience attentions during my speech. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad ZULKFLI. As you know, my title for my informative speech is practical ways for university students to implement 3R, which is reduce, reuse and recycle in college. For activity 5, how I organize my main idea. My first main idea is one of the elements from 3R, which is the reduce. I will support my detail about carpooling, something like that, and then I will put a fact about carpooling, which is ride sharing decreases the amount of carbon monoxide and the greenhouse gases emitted by vehicles every day into the atmosphere. And I will cite this fact. This fact I take from wheelzine.com. Then for my second main idea is recycling, which is also one of the principles of 3R. As usual, I will support my main idea for recycling point with I will encourage students to recycle their inkjet cartridge, and I will put a fact about the plastic decomposition, which is I will use the full sentence with citation like this. Based from the article from Australian Museum that is published in 22 of April 2010, it takes about 450 years just for one plastic bottle to break down in the ground. That is how I cite my fact, my supporting detail. And then how I conclude my speech. There is 2 recommendations, the summary sentence, and I will reinforce my central idea. And I will put a strong concluding statement, which is our environment does so much for us. It's time to do the same for our earth and our environment. That is the strong concluding statement. And then for the visual aids, maybe I just planned this. Maybe I will put the deforestation image in my introduction, And then in the body section, I will put a video about how to refill inkjet cartridge. So maybe some of my audience which are student, they don't know how to refill and recycle their inkjet cartridge. And then for the conclusion, I will, in the recommendation section, I will put some example of campaign poster that related to 3R. So I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for being here. My name is Emran Zaki bin ABDUL HALIM from RAP 2204A. For this week activity, I will share with you about 3 things regarding to my preparation outline for informative speech. Firstly, how do I organize my point and supporting detail? Secondly, identify the technique or method of concluding a speech, and how do I determine kinds of visual aids and design PowerPoint slides. The topic I have chosen is sustainable lifestyle. Let's begin with how do I organize my point and supporting detail. I will organize my point with 2 bodies. First, I will talk about impact of air pollution to human and environmental health. Next is how we can practice sustainable lifestyle in our life. For supporting detail, I will state the percentage of graph with site sources. Now, I like to talk about the technique or method of concluding the speech. Throughout my speech, I'm going to use casual organizational pattern because this type of pattern is commonly used to demonstrate cause and effect relationship. Referring to my topic, this technique can assist me in better articulating the effect. Last but not least, for visual aids and design PowerPoint slides, I intend to employ a bar graph as a visual aid in my presentation. This is because a bar graph is a type of graph that may be used to display categorical data. Moreover, a bar graph also used to track changes over time. For instance, the data of particulate matter emission in Malaysia 2012 to 2020. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.